Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting developments in the mirrorless camera world, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II. This isn't just another upgrade, it could represent a seismic shift in Canon's approach to APS-C mirrorless cameras. According to the latest leaks and industry rumors, Canon might be preparing to drop the mechanical shutter entirely in favor of a fully electronic shutter system. The expected announcement window? Industry insiders are pointing toward a September to November 2025 release, which aligns with Canon's usual launch cadence for major APS-C models. If true, this could be the first APS-C mirrorless camera from Canon to fully embrace this next-gen design, following the footsteps of Nikon's Z8, Z9, and Sony's A9 III. Why this is a massive deal for the photography community? Canon has historically been conservative, especially compared to Sony and Nikon's aggressive innovations. But the EOS R7 Mark II seems to signal a new chapter. Eliminating the mechanical shutter isn't just about reducing moving parts, it's about transforming the shooting experience. Imagine ultra-fast continuous shooting speeds, near-zero shutter lag, silent operation, and significantly reduced mechanical wear. For photographers tired of shutter-induced vibrations, this is game-changing. The move toward an electronic-only shutter would position Canon as a serious player in the high-speed mirrorless segment. This isn't just a technical upgrade, it's a philosophical one, indicating Canon's strong commitment to advancing mirrorless camera technology. Canon EOS R7 Mark II rumored specifications and features. Let's talk specs, because what's being whispered about the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is seriously impressive. Rumors suggest the camera will be equipped with a brand new 32-megapixel stacked CMOS sensor, which promises blazing fast readout speeds. This architecture is crucial for minimizing rolling shutter effects, a key concern when moving away from traditional mechanical shutters. The Digic X2 image processor, or possibly an even newer version, is expected to power the R7 Mark II, enabling high frame rate bursts, improved noise handling, and sophisticated AI-driven autofocus tracking. Some sources even suggest burst rates of up to 40 frames per second, which would rival professional full-frame cameras. For wildlife photographers, sports shooters, and action videographers, this level of speed and precision could redefine what's possible in the APS-C category. Unrivaled autofocus and real-time tracking. Canon is likely to push its autofocus system to new heights in the R7 Mark II. We can expect dual-pixel CMOS AF2, real-time eye detection autofocus, and potentially advanced subject tracking for birds, animals, vehicles, and even insects. These improvements are likely to leverage AI-based tracking algorithms similar to what we've seen in the flagship EOS R3 and R5 series. If implemented correctly, this could make the R7 Mark II the ultimate hybrid shooter's camera, offering blackout-free continuous shooting with real-time EVF feedback, providing a seamless DSLR-like experience in an all-digital body. Next-gen video capabilities for hybrid creators. Canon isn't just targeting still photographers with the R7 Mark II. The video specs are rumored to be incredibly competitive, making this camera a serious contender for YouTubers, vloggers, and indie filmmakers. Expect 4K recording at 60 frames per second or possibly even 120 frames per second internally, along with 6K raw output via HDMI. Canon Log 3, 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording, in-camera LUT previews, focus breathing correction, and false color exposure tools may all be included. Features typically reserved for high-end cinema cameras. Most importantly, it looks like Canon is finally addressing recording limits and overheating issues. Improved internal cooling and unrestricted recording durations would be major upgrades over the first-generation R7, making this a reliable tool for long-form content creation, design and usability. Built for the field, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is expected to feature a fully articulating touchscreen, a high-resolution OLED EVF, dual UHS-2 SD card slots, and a USB-C port supporting power delivery and direct streaming. Enhanced weather sealing, a more ergonomic grip, and a slightly larger top LCD are also on the table, perfect for photographers and filmmakers who need durability and quick access to settings in the field. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 are likely to be included, offering blazing fast connectivity for cloud uploads, mobile tethering, and instant sharing, a must-have in today's fast-paced content ecosystem. What about the loss of the mechanical shutter? Some photographers may hesitate at the thought of losing the mechanical shutter, especially for flash photography and tonal consistency in RAW files. Historically, mechanical shutters allowed for better flash sync speeds and often supported 14-bit RAW files, while early electronic shutters were sometimes limited to 12-bit depth, but according to credible leaks, Canon is aiming to solve this. The R7 Mark II is rumored to retain 14-bit RAW file support even when using the electronic shutter, and improvements in high-speed flash sync via Canon's newer speedlight systems could compensate for any traditional limitations. This isn't Canon cutting corners, it's Canon evolving. How the R7 Mark II stacks up against the competition. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is shaping up to outclass its closest APS-C competitors, including the Sony a6700 and Nikon Z50. Sony's a6700, while solid, lacks a stacked sensor and can't match the rumored 40 frames per second burst rate or the advanced autofocus expected in the R7 Mark II. Nikon's ZFC and Z50 are aimed more at casual shooters and don't offer the pro-level specs that Canon seems ready to bring to the table. This positions the R7 Mark II as a serious APS-C powerhouse, one that can compete with entry-level full-frame cameras while offering unique advantages like compact size, extended reach, and lightning-fast performance. Expected pricing and release timeline. Pricing is expected to range from $1,799 to $2,199 depending on whether you buy the body alone or in a kit with Canon's RFS lenses. For a camera with these specs, that's extremely competitive. Who should consider the Canon EOS R7 Mark II? This camera isn't just for one type of shooter, it's for a broad spectrum of creators, wildlife and bird photographers needing speed, reach, and silent operation, wedding photographers and event shooters who want discretion and low-light prowess, sports and motorsport photographers demanding fast autofocus and high frame rates, filmmakers, YouTubers, and vloggers needing versatile video specs, unlimited recording, and